Okay guys, I want to go ahead and do a real quick video explaining and showing what it looks like on my end here in North Carolina. And I'm going to be tuning through the medium wave band. I'm trying to pick up a little bit of DX, and it's very difficult with all the stations on the broadcast band. But I picked out 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 frequencies that I have identified that lie very neatly between the 10 kilohertz spaced American stations. And I've also tried to find these frequencies that are not close by to local broadcasters, because that'll completely wash things out. And what I'm going to do is run through these real quickly. I don't want to make this too long, but I'll start out with a filter, and you'll see me switch this a few times. The wide filter for AM is normally 9 kilohertz. As you let's see here, the filter number 2 is 6 kilohertz wide, and filter number 3 is 3 kilohertz wide. And right now I'm on 585, which is the first frequency that I've identified.
They're higher, they're not as high as what they were a year and a half ago. They're higher, and so there will be an attraction.
And as you can see, 580 is very close by, and it's completely washing out 585.
Lower U.S. prices a little bit more.
But let's switch the filter.
Fairly short one.
So filter 2 gives you that advantage of that 6 kilohertz wide band. And 3 kilohertz is even narrower, but I'm going to leave it on the 6 kilohertz setting. And let me quickly tell you the other frequencies that I've identified. First, it's 585, then 855, 936. It seems to be very quiet on 936. 1116, 1314, 1413, 1494, 1575, and 1584. And before I do that, I want to go ahead and congratulate Clint, Oxford Shortwave Listening. He's done an excellent job over there on mastering the medium wave listening right now. He's done a really good job. So congratulations there, Clint, and I appreciate your help. I appreciate everybody. That's Oxford Shortwave Log. Sorry about that, Clint. I appreciate everybody's help, and there's a lot of great people out there on the shortwave listening channels, and I really appreciate it. All right, let's take a look here. Let me set this mic up a little closer, and that way we'll go through it real quickly, and maybe you can see what I'm listening to on my end over here. So stand by, and I'll be right back after I get this position. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to leave it on filter 2. There's 855. Let's go to 936.
Better watch out. Off footprint. Off.
Okay, guys, that's a little tour of my local medium wave band that you can hear. There's a lot of stations here, and it's going to be a challenge, but I'm up to it. I'm going to post a link below to a couple of websites that I found very useful. I just did a Google search, so there's nothing particularly there's nothing really particular about these websites or anything, but one of them gives the Western Hemisphere list of AM broadcast frequencies. Very useful, and of course they're spaced 10 kilohertz apart. And then the second one that I've located is a website that lists the European stations, which have a 9 kilohertz spacing. So every once in a while, the spacing ends up on the exact same frequencies, the European and the American. So that wouldn't be a good one to pick. But what you do is you run down through this list, and you find those frequencies that fall between the American frequencies, and then you kind of narrow in on them. So I've got about 9 of them picked out, and so I don't know. We'll see, and it's certainly a challenge. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'm sorry if I've made it a little too long, but that's about it. And I'll keep plugging away. Congratulations to Clint, and for the rest of you, go ahead and dig in and see what you can pull out. There's got to be some DX out there. Occasionally, the local stations will fade out, and that's the opportunity, but you have to be there. You also need to be mindful of the gray line in Europe, and after gray line, after gray line and the sun comes up in Europe, the D layer is going to wash out any chance of that skip making it out of Europe. So I would say for the East Coast of the United States, right after sunset here, on up, on up until probably, well, I don't know, midnight or maybe 1 o'clock. And, 1 o'clock here would be 6 o'clock in England, and 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock across Europe. So I would say midnight is probably the latest here on the East Coast of the United States. So anywhere from sunset to midnight would be a great time to be listening for those European and maybe Asiatic medium wave broadcast stations. Okay, thanks for listening and good luck out there DXing, and we'll catch you on down the log. 73, this is John.